Lesson 3, we again start off with a career counseling component. We take the checklist that we gave the students in Lesson 2 and ask them to bring it back and discuss what progress they've made towards advancing towards their career goals, what questions they've encountered as they've started some of the work that's pictured on the checklist, and any experiences that they can share with each other that'll help them all advance as they start thinking about life after high school.
And after the counseling component, in small group, we then focus on the First Amendment and have them read the First Amendment, issue spot what are the freedoms that are guaranteed in the First Amendment, and then we present them with a very interesting hypothetical about the true believers, a religious group who's engaged in protests at military funerals, holding signs that say that your soldier died for our sins, and the true believers, this hypothetical the students are presented with, the true believers are a group of people that believe actually that God is punishing America because of their perception that America is not vigilant enough to fight homosexuality. And appearing at these funerals causes, of course, great distress for the relatives, and local laws were passed in the hypothetical to prevent them from engaging in this conduct. So we present the hypothetical and again tell the students, just as we did with No Vehicles in the Park, that you're going to be the ones to decide, is the true believer's conduct a violation of the law, because they will be introduced to the law by us as well. So we'll provide the hypothetical, then we'll talk about, well, what are the limits on the First Amendment freedoms that we just talked about? And now that you know the law, let's go back to that hypothetical, and you decide, and you tell us why you've decided as you have. Have the true believers gone too far? At the end of that scenario, we will talk about the fact that, well, while it is a hypothetical, it's not too much of a hypothetical, because there really is a group that believes this and does demonstrate in this manner, and that's the Westboro Church. As a matter of fact, the Westboro Church did demonstrate here in Cleveland this past summer at the Republican National Convention, and they also were in the news because they protested at the funerals of the victims of the Orlando shooting that took place. I don't recall how many people were killed in that, but it was a tragedy, happened about 2 months ago. Most of the patrons at that nightclub were gay, and that was the reason the Westboro members actually decided that those would be the funerals that they would protest at. So this is not so much a hypothetical, because it really is a group that does this, and laws have been passed in communities to try to limit that type of activity. So we'll be talking about where the law is drawn and where the law should be drawn. So it promotes a great discussion of the First Amendment, and the kids begin to see that whatever freedoms we have limits, and how difficult at times it is to draw the line as to where those limits should be.